Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Loud Luxury Makeup. In today's video we're going to be talking about the brand new Tom Ford Electric Cherry Quad. I just recently picked this up. If you're curious to see how I created these two eye looks and my first impression thoughts on this brand new quad, keep watching. Today we're going to unbox my newest Tom Ford quad. This is the Quad Electric Cherry. This is his wet dry formula. This came out quite a few months ago. I picked it up during the Bergdorf sale. I just haven't ever had a chance to sit down and play with it, so that's what we're going to do today. I am going to open it, swatch it. I will create two different eye looks, and then I will do some swatch comparisons to some other Tom Ford quads that I have. This video will not be very long because I am just going to be creating the eye looks. I do already have the rest of my makeup on. I do also have on a full face of Tom Ford. But I will link everything that I am wearing down below in the description box. Here is the packaging of the Electric Cherry Quad. It comes in a white felt bag as opposed to the regular brown one. And then look at this packaging. It is bright red. I love it. Love it. I don't have any of his quads in a red packaging, so this one is definitely going to stand out. And then when you open it, there are the 4 shades. You do have a plastic covering and you do have 2 eyeshadow applicators. So I'm going to remove those and I'm going to go ahead and start by swatching it. I'm going to start with this shade, kind of looks more of like a brown, and we'll work our way to those 4 shades. So there's that first shade that I thought maybe was brown, but it's definitely not. It's got more of a light pink tone, kind of pink peach. That second shade is definitely pink. The third shade is a darker pink, and then the last shade is kind of like a purple red purple. So that is the color story we're working with. I do think it is really pretty. I'm worried though that those 2 middle shades are going to look very similar on the eye. I'm going to start with a Tom Ford crease brush. This is the brush number 13, and I'm going to go into that lightest shade right there. I'm going to take that into the crease. It has great pickup, I will say that. Now I did prime my eyes and I used the Tom Ford Emotion Proof Primer. Alright, so that is definitely pink on my eye. And it is really pigmented. I did not pick up much product and I got a lot of payoff. So I'm going to use that in the crease, a little bit above and below the crease, just as like a base. I'm going to take a Sona G detail. I'm going to go into this bright pink right there. And I'm going to use that on the outer corner. This is definitely pink. I'm going to go back in with that Tom Ford brush number 13 to blend and diffuse. Take a rougher number 28 and I'm going to go into the light pink and I'm going to place that on the inner corner. Yeah, so as I expected, those 2 shades, I don't see a distinction at all. So I used one on the inner corner and one on the outer corner. I don't see a difference at all, which just drives me bonkers about brands that do that. Tom Ford definitely does it a lot, but they are not alone. I'm going to take a Sona G Pencil Pro and I'm going to go into this the lightest pink, and take that under the brow. I'm going to take a rougher number 12 and I'm going to go into the deepest shade, and I'm just going to take that on the outer corner and build up the outer corner. I don't know, I really wish that there was a different shade. You know, those 2 middle shades are so similar. I really wish that they had picked a different color. And even this really dark shade, it doesn't really look all that much different. So I'm going to take a Sona G Soft Definer. I'm going to go into that light pink and take it under the eye. I think that these other shades are all pretty dark, pretty red undertone, and I just know that that's not going to look good underneath my eye. So I'm going to stick to the lighter shade under the eye. I don't know. I think it looks like a hot mess at this point. I really, really do. I'm going to keep an open mind until I have eyeliner and mascara on, and then I will give my final opinion. But now I'm going to move to the other side and see what kind of eye look we can create on the other side. I'm going to take a rougher number 15. I'm going to go and start with that dark pink. So there's that pickup. And just place that in the crease. Yeah, I mean, that looks red. I'm going to take a Sonia G Worker. I'm going to go into the darkest shade, and we're going to place that on the bottom half of my eye. I wanted to see if I put those two shadows side by side without overlapping them, if there was a difference. And as you can see, as applied to the eye, I don't really think that there is. Which means that those three dark shades all look the same on my eye. I'm going to take a rougher 14 and I'm going to go into the lightest shade. And we'll just kind of blend that on top. All right, so here are the eye looks right now. You guys, I do not like it. I don't. There needs to be more definition. I just don't understand these brands and these companies that just continuously put the same shades in the quads. I just don't get it. I'm going to line my eyes, put some mascara on, and then we'll be back and see how they look then. Oftentimes, that does help the eye look tremendously, so I am hopeful that after applying eyeliner and mascara, the eye look will look a lot better. Here is the finished eye look. Let me know down below what you guys think. I definitely think eyeliner and mascara helped. It kind of toned down that red. But still, I am disappointed in how similar those three shades are. I really, really am. What I want to do is try and add these as a blush. Pretty pink. So I picked it up. Oh yeah. That is gorgeous. That is really, really, really pretty. Okay, that's gorgeous. Love. So I just kind of took my brush and just kind of dabbed it in all three shades. Oh, I love. That's really, really pretty. So it's not a complete waste. I can definitely use this as a blush. Oh, it's really, really, really pretty. Oh, I like that a lot. And I will continue to use this. I'm going to mix it with some other palettes that I think it would look really pretty with, and maybe just use one or two of the shades at a time, not try to use all four. But now I want to go in and do some swatch comparison. Again, here is Electric Cherry. I did pull out several Tom Ford quads that I want to swatch one or two shades in each, just to kind of see if there's any shades that are similar. Let's start with the brand new one, Hazy Sensuality. This pink shade, I want to see how similar it is, but it looks a lot lighter in the pan. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a different undertone, so I do think that it is different. Next is Cognac Rose. There's this pink shade down there, but I think it's got a little bit more brown to it. Yeah, so that's not similar at all. Here's Burnished Amber. I think I'm going to swatch this pink one. I think this one is going to have too much brown, too much purple, but I think this one could be similar. Now that is a different formula. Okay, so that one does look very similar to those two shades. Next is Honeymoon, and there's this pink shade right there. So I would say that that is not similar either. It's got a little bit more plum to it. Next is Body Heat. There's this shade down here, which I also think is going to be a little bit more brown. So yeah, that is not similar. Here is Mercurial, and again, that pink right there. All of those pinks are very similar to each other, but none of them are really similar to any of these shades here in Electric Cherry, except for the one in Burnished Amber. Don't think I have anything like this in my collection, which I do really appreciate. I think that the packaging is beautiful. I love the formula. Again, I just wish that the shades were a little bit different from one another and they weren't so similar when they applied on the eye. That is my only complaint. Let me know down below what you guys think. Did you pick this up? Do you think that those shades are a little bit too similar? I would love to hear from you guys. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.